Hi there, it's Connie Rae. Welcome to Connie Rae's Craft Room. Today I have this gorgeous project for you, which is Easter bonbons. And they've got little Easter eggs in. Aren't they cute? So adorable. These Easter eggs actually come from Woolworths in Sydney, Australia. Well, Woolworths, Australia-wide, I'm assuming. These are the Lindt Easter hen milk chocolate eggs. And they come in these gorgeous colours, which are like a metallic kind of colour. And I think that they go beautifully with our gingham papers, like the gold ones here. And in here I've got some green and some pink ones. The only problem I found with these eggs was that they only had one green one, which was a bit disappointing. And of course they had pink, but our gingham doesn't come in pink. So I was hoping for more, but you can't see in there the colours that you're going to get. You can only get the proximity of them. So you might have to grab a couple of bags so that you actually, if you do want to coordinate, you get the colours that you want. So that is how these occurred. I saw these gorgeous eggs and I thought, I want to put these with our gingham papers. So I'm going to make the blue one because I've got 6 eggs here. I'm going to make another blue one, and I'll show you how to do it so that you'll know how to do it. Great flavours, these ones. Great for kids, great for teachers, great for Easter lunch. You put them on the table. Yeah, anything. Alright, so I have done a little bit of background work. I've done a little bit of a template for you. So hopefully it'll be easier for you to follow. So obviously your design is not going to look like this. Well, let's hope not. Okay, so first thing you need is a piece of 4 inches in width and 6 inches in length designer series paper. And obviously you can do it in whatever colour you want. And we are going to score the designer series paper. On the long side, we are going to be scoring at 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/4 inches. Obviously it's going to go all the way down. Follow the black lines, folks. Don't stop halfway through. Then you turn it around and you do the same thing on the opposite side, which is 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/4 inches. And then on the short side, or portrait side, whichever side you want to refer to it as, we are going to, sorry, that was around the wrong way, that template. The template was backwards. Okay, on the short side, we are going to score at 3/4 of an inch, all the way down, 1 1/2 inches all the way down, 2 1/4, 3, and 3 3/4 of an inch all the way down. And that is going to be your scoring. So far you should have a piece of paper that just got scoring. And of course this template that I've got here, you can't actually see the scoring. And that's why I've done this template like that. Okay, the next thing you need is going to be your classic label punch. This is going to help you get this look and your bonbon. So first of all, what you've got to do is you need to burnish all your lines, so everything. The only thing that you need to be mindful here once you've burnished is that you need to make sure that, I'll just bring this one over, you've got a valley fold here, and this valley fold, so you've got your 3 lines that you've done, and let me see, 1, 2 and 3, yep, you've got your 1, 2 and 3 lines that you've done. 1, 2 and 3 lines that you've done, and here is going to be your valley fold. So if you want your this is going to be the side that I am using, so you're going to want to have your hill on the opposite side. So you're going to be folding 1 over, 1 back and 1 over, and you're going to end up with what they call the valley fold, which is like that. So just burnish all your lines, but make sure that this middle line is facing the direction opposite to the way that you want on your paper. So this is the side that I'm using. Whoop. This is the side that my bonbon's going to be using. This is the side that no one's going to see. It's going to be the inside. So you want your valley fold, your mountain, going into that one. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now that I've explained that to you, we're going to make the actual valley fold thing happen. So with your label punch, on your label punch, your classic label punch, you will see that there is a ridge just here, and on this side there is a ridge here as well. So there, you can't get over those ridges, right? So those ridges we need which will help us line up with these score lines here that we've got, and in the middle you've got that third line. And what we're going to do is fold over the very thin piece first. Just fold that over. Bring up your punch. Oh, I've got it around the wrong way. Bring up your punch and line up those little grooves that you've got there with these lines that you've scored here, the two lines and one in the middle. There's going to be that one in the middle, which is going to be where your arrow is. Line them up with the two outside lines. Put them where you want. You need to make a little punch to take out a piece of, I'm just trying to think of what size. These sizes here look very similar to our dimensionals. So you're taking out possibly half a big dimensional out of the actual cut. So when you click it down, it's going to be half a dimensional. So your hole is going to be the size of a dimensional, and the part that you've chopped away, because you've folded in half, is going to be half a dimensional. So hopefully that will help in terms of sizing. So again, you go over to the next one, you fold it down. So just fold it across, go here, and pop it in, line up those two bars on your classic label punch, move it in, take it, make it look like half a dimensional, and punch it down. And you need to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So do it 5 times on all the score lines, basically. That's when you're doing it. And then right at the end, just flip it over and just do the same thing and just punch a little bit there. So hopefully that makes sense. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and in those 5 lines you're going to cut out the size of a dimensional. Size of a dimensional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times on those score lines on the landscape side, and a little one on the end. And you're going to do that at both ends. So hopefully that makes sense. I really hope it does. There we go. So that's basically what you're going to end up with your bonbon looking like. Don't worry too much if these little holes aren't all exactly the same. It's not going to matter too much because you're not going to see them very much. They're just there designed to make your project look like a bonbon. So it doesn't matter if they're not 100%, but as long as they're on those lines and they're aligned with that, you should be fine. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to put a label into the middle. A label punch into the middle. We are going to fold up our thin, smallest edge, and we're going to pop our punch in and take it up to, which one is it? Let me see, the third one. Oh, sorry, wrong side. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, yes. So into the third, into the center. Yep. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, so you're taking that little line and you're folding it up. Okay, taking this line here. We're folding it up. Then we're going to fold up the next one. See how it comes under the punch there, the punch label? So it's like that. So we can squeeze that in. So I'll show you. We do the little one, then one more up, and then on the front side, we're going to take that up, and we're just going to line it up in terms of pattern to the way that we want it. I think that looks all right. I think that looks even. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's the paper or the punch. There we go. Let's throw that away because we don't need it. And there we have our little section where we can see our eggs through. So, that being done, just practice it. That's the best thing that you can do, is practice it, and you will get it. It's not hard. Once you've done a couple, you'll be going, oh, I know what I'm doing now. You'll be a master at it. So it's very easy as long as you've got the punch and you've got the right sizing of the paper and you've got the right score lines. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue it. So we take that small skinny, there's only one small skinny side, and we refer to it at least 3 times in this tutorial. So, okay, I'm going to glue it. Just make sure that you burnish all your lines and you take your time. And then we're going to just marry up the glued line with our pieces on the opposite side. There we go. You probably just need to pop your bone folder in there so that you've got something to press on. And there we go. You can use sticky strip too if you wanted to, but I just found it's easy with the Tombow. Okay, so you've got a little octagon looking like that. It's not hard, really. So the next thing that we're going to do is just make sure that you have burnished in Major Valley, because if you don't, you won't be able to get your little bonbon sides popping down. So the next thing we need is these ribbons that we've got, which are freebies in the celebration items, and celebration items for 2019, and it finishes at the end of March and it's halfway through March. So if you wanted to get all of these colours, which is, what is it, 5 colours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, 5 colours that go with our gingham paper. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful ribbon. So we're just going to pull this tight. Now what you have to do is make sure that you pull it tight, because see that bit in there? You want to pull it tight because you want to make sure that your eggs don't fall out. And you'll see if you pull it tight, it kind of closes up a bit. Just enough to make sure that our eggs don't fall out. See? Just enough. So, and we're going to do a bow. And I say that with a bit of reluctance because, you know, ribbons and cameras never go. Everybody will tell you that. And see, it's upside down. Beautiful. No. Okay. If I turn it around this way and I tie it, maybe it will go the other way. Oh, no, it's... Okay. Let's try again. If I concentrate really hard. Actually, I'll do it this way. Okay. I'm not sure if that's looking like a ribbon. But anyway, we're getting there. I don't want to tie a knot, I want a ribbon. Because they look pretty with ribbons. Okay. Let's try that again. And of course, if you can tie ribbons really well, just fast forward this section. You'll be doing yourself a really big favour. Ah, look. Whew. I think I did it. Maybe. Why is that sticking up like that? Okay, there we go. Whew. It's not the best ribbon, but you know, it's going to have to do for now. The other ones looked okay, but then I wasn't on camera, was I? Okay, take that down a bit, trim them off. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. Pretty. One ribbon. And again, oh, got to put the eggs in. Okay, so I'm going to put 5 in because I had 6 in before and I think it was a little bit too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think 5. You can probably get 6 in there, but it might be squeezing it a bit too much. So I think you'd be better off with just the 5 to keep it shut. And again, put the ribbon around the other side. And pull it tight, just so the eggs don't pull. Yeah. Okay, excuse me guys, I've just got it. Wait. Okay, my son's decided to go to the gym, so he just wanted to let me know. Sorry folks. Okay, so we're going to do this one. And we're going to pull it tight. Don't pull it tight too quickly because you will end up cutting off the top. You don't want to do that. There we go, nice and tight. And then just a nice bow. Oh, a big bow. Don't you hate wasting ribbon like that though? Seriously, it's such pretty ribbon. Oh, never mind. Lovely. These make nice party photos too. Baby shower colours, aren't they? They are really nice colours for them. Just take that away and make this just a fraction smaller. There we go. Slide that into the middle a bit more. Okay. Yeah, that one's a little bit bigger than the other one, but it's okay. It'll still look really pretty when you give it to the recipient. And because I'm such a perfectionist, so I've got to fiddle with things. Okay, all right, so we've got that. Now we are going to do our little stamp. So we are using a good day, and I'm using this little stamp here. It says a little treat for someone sweet. And it's got that little ice cream cone, and it's the Good Day stamp set in the annual catalogue. And I'm going to be using some blue and some white backing. So we need this is scrap for that, and we need the 1 3/8 scallop punch, and we need the punch, I think we're over that 1 1/8 scallop punch. So for our I'm using black, but you could use tone on tone, because that always looks good, without a doubt. So we're going to cut out the base with a piece of blue backing. And then we're going to cut out this little guy here with a smaller one. I need some dimensionals. So probably 2 dimensionals on the back, I do believe, is what I put on. And just one with this putting this on, you need to put it onto, you only put one little dimensional onto the back, but closer to the edge, because you're going to stick it onto the side there. You're not going to be using 2 sides. You could if you wanted to, but it's really not necessary. So you're just going to stick it on the end there, and it's going to cover up, it's going to cover up a little bit of your eggs, but it's still going to be okay. like that, and it will stay fine. So that, and then the last thing that we'll be doing is putting on some little rhinestones, or our, I'm not quite sure which, I keep forgetting what these are called, but whatever they are, they're gorgeous. I love these. And actually that doesn't, I was going to say, oh, no wonder it's not sticking. Didn't I not take the back off? Silly girl. Okay, there we go. All right, that's it. So there you have the blue. Look, the gorgeous blue. It is a really lovely colour blue, that gingham. And those eggs just go perfectly with it. So there's your bonbons. So you've got the blue, you've got the apricot. If you can find Easter eggs to go in them, that's just half your problem solved. I wish they had the right colours though. It would have been really nice. The gold go well with the blue because they look gorgeous, don't they? Look at that. They look lovely. So yeah, if you can find them in the colours that you want, you're going to get some lovely little bonbons there for Easter for your friends and family and or classroom or gifts or whatever. So thank you so much for joining me and for your patience, and I do hope you give this one a go. Remember to go slowly, and if you're new to it, just practice on old on old designer series paper that you're not using, or whatever you've got laying around. Just do a template, take it easy, and you'll get there. They're not hard to make, and once you've done about 5, you're done. You can do 100 of them after that because you get into a rhythm and you know how it works. So please do like, share, subscribe, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you next time for a new tutorial. Bye for now.